My dear little children, I love you all. The reason is you are all very sincere, very truthful, very straightforward. You are very eager to learn many new things. Today, we are all celebrating Lord Ganesha's festival. I must tell you something about the Ganesha festival about which you may not know. You all know who is Ganesha, how he was formed, why we worship. We call him the Lord of learning, education, knowledge. But today I'm going to tell you something more than that. What is that? We consider Ganesha as Lord, God. Why? What is God? God gives us health, prosperity, protection, peace, whatnot. Now, how Ganesha is providing all this? Listen, olden days, thousands of years ago, we did not have many big cities. We had only villages. We had many cluster of villages called gram. Then every gram or couple of villages had one lake. They had a huge lake. That lake water was used to grow, whatever they wanted, paddy, and they wanted to grow ragi, vegetables. They were growing using the lake water. Same lake water was also used for many other purposes, washing animals, and also washing their cloth, and also bringing home and cleaning home. They were using this. Of course, for drinking water, they were using well water. They used to boil water and use that. What happened in those villages? Suppose let us take village A, village B. Village A had one lake, village B had another lake. Distance was some 10 kilometers. That particular year, in the village B, they had very good crop. But whereas village A, they did not get very good crop. There is a poor crop. Then they started saying, "Oh God, why we are getting very low crop? What is the problem?" They did not know what was the problem. This went on, and some villages, for some year, they were getting good crops. Some villages, they were not getting good crops. When they have to get a crop, they have to feed the plants and fields with water. They were using tank water only. Then they thought there must be something going bad with our tank water, our lake water. That's why we don't get good crops. Whereas the other village, 10 kilometers away, their tank water must be very good, very clean. That's why they are getting good crop. In order to solve this problem of not getting good crop, what they did those days, not today, many generations ago, people were very clever, very intelligent. They used to say, Ganesha, chikka keriyalli yedda, dodda keriyalli bidda. What does it mean? Ganesha came out from a small lake and he was immersed in a big lake. Ganesha banda, kai kadbu tinda, chik kareli yadda, dod kareli bidda. We all sing that during Ganesha festival. What is chikka kere? Kere is a lake. What is dodda kere? Big lake. When will the lake become small? During summer. When during summer there is no water, water will be reduced, lake becomes small. And that is the time Ganesha comes out of that lake. And when is dodda kere? After the rainy season, the kere becomes big, lake becomes big. That is the time we go and immerse. Now, after this Ganesha festival, within another 1 or 2 weeks, we go to some nearby lake and immerse Ganesha. Why? How he came out of the lake? People knew that they must increase the capacity of the tank for rainwater to be collected. For that, they had to remove the silt. What is there in the bottom of the tank is called a silt. That silt they had to remove. What is silt? All the debris, soil. Now what they did, from every house, for every person, they should take out one basket of the debris from the tank, silt from the tank. Imagine if there is 1,000 people in the village, that means 1,000 baskets of silt when they remove, that much of extra water will be collected, But nobody will come, if you call, please come help us to remove silt, nobody will come. They made an idea. What did they do? They said, look here, God, we are going to worship God. We are going to make God. What God? Lord Ganesha. How do we make? We take the clay, silt from the lake, and make one Ganesha and worship that Ganesha. Then it will bless you, it will give you prosperity. Then all of them believed. From every house, from every person, if there are 10 people in the house, 10 baskets. 5 people in the house, 5 baskets. They remove the silt. When they removed the silt, they had to take it home. They had to make idol, Ganesha. Very easy, no? People make Ganesha with clay. And you must have made some Ganesha. Now, they made Ganesha, but there was a condition. That Ganesha should not be burnt, should not be heated. It should be clay Ganesha, dried in the sun, under the sun. Because it was summer, dried in the sun. Then what happened? They dried in the sun, but they were told not to put any color on that. It should be worshipped as it is. Then they worshipped. There was a condition. After worshipping that, you must take it in a procession to nearby village. You cannot immerse it in your own tank. You must go and immerse it in other village tank. Other people from the other village should bring Ganesha, what they make from their tank, immerse it in your tank. Why? That water in the other village is rich in microorganism. Whereas in your tank, in your village, microorganism would have died. That's why crop is very low, productivity is very low. By exchanging the soil from one tank to another tank, they enriched the soil. Then next year what happened? When this tank received the Ganesha from the other tank, it got enriched, new microorganism which helped in growing vegetables, fruits and other produce. This is why the scientific reason of making Ganesha, worshipping, immersing it in another tank will only to enrich the other tank, with which everybody will remain happy. Every village will have greater productivity. This is saying all of us should be prosperous. What in Sanskrit they say, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Let everybody live happily. Okay, this is the message, new message about Ganesha. Okay, go and tell your friends. Okay, today we are buying Ganesha which is burnt in the fire. They put paint. That's not correct. Therefore, you must use clay Ganesha without painting. All the best to all of you.